Good morning, good morning. This is Woodman here. It is Monday, May 20th, 2024. Given the new context that we know karma to be real, that we understand the matrix like nature of the universe, and the idea that there are some people in the world who try to escape karma by stealing destiny, I want to talk about Boy George's song Karma Chameleon, which, if we understand it in this light, can be interpreted on a deeper, more spiritual level. Here's what I think Karma Chameleon is all about: karma and authenticity. In karma, we have this belief that every action has a consequence. If someone is deceitful or they're inauthentic, they cannot escape the eventual return of the repercussion of their actions going around deceiving people and doing harm. Authenticity. In Karma Chameleon, the chameleon symbolizes a person who changes their behavior to fit different situations, lacking a stable sense of self. This song suggests that no matter how much one tries to hide one's true nature, karma will reveal and balance the actions of every person for all that they have ever done, that they cannot escape karma. Masks and veils. From a spiritual standpoint, wearing masks and veils can symbolize hiding one's true self or intentions. Spiritually speaking, this can be seen as the act of deception or protection. Song interpretation. In the context of the song, the chameleon wearing numerous masks signifies someone who is hiding their true identity because they want to manipulate life or fit into various different scenarios. This deception is kind of like a futile effort to escape one's destiny because, again, since actions have consequences, changing to the next best thing doesn't necessarily do anything to stop it, it just forestalls it. The idea of stealing destiny itself involves manipulating people and situations to sort of redirect fate, perhaps maybe even cause others to experience losses and to cause oneself to experience benefits that are not deserved. So the chameleon character in the song Karma Chameleon represents someone that's trying to manipulate their destiny by changing their colors to sort of escape karmic repercussions. However, the song's message is that ultimately karma is inescapable, and such actions will ultimately lead to self destruction or exposure. If you've ever watched the video, there's a con man there who's basically gambling and he's stealing everyone's money, but eventually in the end, they find him out, they make him walk the plank, and they drop him to the seas or the water. What about the inevitability of karma catching up with people? No matter how many times the chameleon may attempt to blend in and deceive, this will not necessarily protect them from their true fate. At some point, something has to give. I'm a man without conviction. I'm a man who doesn't know how to sell a contradiction. You come and go, you come and go. These lines highlight the inner turmoil and lack of authenticity in someone who's always constantly changing to fit different expectations. This lack of conviction almost implies a lack of genuine identity and purpose, reinforcing the theme that living a life of deception ultimately leads to spiritual and personal redemption, but that's not what happens. It really just leads to spiritual and personal emptiness, a void. Someone who really hasn't learned anything in life at all, because we all came here with a specific purpose. We all came for a journey. And so let's think of the symbolic journey, the journey of this chameleon. This could be seen as a narrative about the chameleon's journey. The person always trying to escape consequences, escape actions, constantly changing their persona. This is like a con man or a con woman, or however you want to word it. The journey is marked by a lack of authenticity, lack of direction, lack of fulfillment, and inevitably, what goes around will come around. Spiritual lessons. Well, the spiritual journey highlights a key spiritual lesson. Authenticity and truth are essential for a meaningful and spiritually fulfilling life. Trying to manipulate or escape others and escape one's faith through deceit only leads to suffering. So it's best to find out who you really are and to really move towards your spiritual purpose sooner than later, rather than being the chameleon. What are the implications? Well, with the masks and karma, by wearing masks to hide one's true self, it might provide a temporary relief, or advantage, right? The forestalling. But spiritually, it just accumulates negative karma. And so, Boy George's song suggests that the universe will inevitably balance these actions, and truth will ultimately prevail. In the context of stealing destiny, attempting to steal or alter one's destiny disrupts the natural flow of karmic balance. In the context of Karma Chameleon, the chameleon's actions are futile attempts to outsmart the divine, to outsmart the universe, to outsmart a spiritual law which cannot be circumvented, and justice will come and judgment will be handed down. Cultural reflection. Societal masks. The song really talks a lot about societal behavior where individuals often wear masks to conform to expectations or gain approval. This behavior is very common, but it is detriment to one's spiritual and emotional development. Collective karma. On a broader scale, this song, Karma Chameleon, speaks to collective karma, where society as a whole must also face the consequences of widespread deceit and inauthenticity. It calls for a return to honesty and integrity. If we're going to raise the overall vibrations, we need people to be as authentic in their journey as possible. The more that they lie, cheat, and steal, the more that we essentially are putting people on the wrong path and our society is headed in the wrong direction. What about the path to enlightenment? Well, Karma Chameleon as a song implicitly suggests that recognizing and shedding these masks is part of the path to spiritual enlightenment. By embracing one's true self, facing the consequences of one's actions honestly, a person can achieve true peace and harmony within oneself. One can then be in one's purpose and work towards fulfilling that purpose. Inner conviction. Developing conviction and a strong sense of self is portrayed as essential for spiritual growth. The chameleon's lack of conviction is a cautionary tale about the dangers of living without a grounded, authentic identity. In other words, what are you running from? Why are you running your whole life? When is it time for you to stop and face the music? Inevitability of karma as a universal law is presented as the fact that no matter how much you try to escape or disguise your actions, karma will ensure that justice is served. We might think that we are able to get away with it, but really we are not, and this leads to moral accountability. The song reinforces the idea that moral accountability is intrinsic to the fabric of the universe. Living with integrity and truth aligns one with positive karma and spiritual harmony. Perhaps we might even call that dharma. So, in conclusion, the overall message behind Boy George's song Karma Chameleon is that it ultimately conveys that true fulfillment and spiritual growth and development cannot come from lies, but it must come from living an authentic life. Attempting to escape one's karma through deceit and manipulation is not only futile, but it's extremely self destructive, and it really hurts society as a whole, as a collective. Spiritual encouragement. The song also encourages listeners to embrace one's true self, to act with integrity, and trust in the natural balance of karma. This path leads to genuine happiness and true growth and fulfilling one's purpose, which is what we came here to do. We all came here with soul contracts. We all came here knowing in advance what we were here to do, but all you're doing is just putting it off to the next lifetime. If you believe in samsara, then you'll understand that the more you keep failing at your mission, the more you're destined to repeat that mission over and over again. So, in the context of Boy George's song, this is a powerful reminder of the fact that authenticity, moral integrity, and the inescapable nature of karmic law cannot be avoided, and that the only way we can move forward is to drop the mask, show our true self, be accountable for our actions, and then we can become better people and we can help make the world around us a better place. I hope this has been insightful. Woody here with the Grand Rising Morning Message for Monday, May 20th, 2024. I love you all. Please continue to like, share, and subscribe. I thank you for supporting the channel. Have a wonderful and blessed day. Take care.